All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Members of the Digital Entrepreneurs, this is Jabari Courtney here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this video that I talked about for the drop card. Sorry for getting this out a little bit later than I planned on, but due to some interesting difficulties with my technical devices, it took a second to get this done. But to go ahead and get started here, drop card marketing is something that we really recommend you take a part in if you're looking for ways to tap into your local market with people that you don't know. And it's a method that I've used before in business very successfully. And like I said, it's something that I always talk to people that's looking to build in a local area. One of the top three ways you can go ahead and introduce and create massive exposure for a little cost. So with that, to get to the area where you can order the drop cards from, I'm going to take you to that, and then I'm going to tell you some places and opportunities on how you can use your drop cards. So you want to go to your team login site. Go to the digitalentrepreneurs.com/team/members, and you log in there. Once you get into your login to your back office, it looks like this here. I have the same back office as you all do. And what you want to do is go over here to the far right to success phases. And under success phases, you want to go to phase 3 for drop cards. Make sure you read these success phases if you have not done that. Make sure that people that's part of your business team go through these as well, because these are very important information that you want to be able to share and utilize in your business. So phase 3, you can go anywhere on here and click on here, and then it'll just take you to a page where only phase 3 shows up, and it's just easier to do it this way. Then once you scroll down towards the bottom, and there's an area here that says drop cards. You'll see it right here. Right here, there's a link for you to click here to go to the drop card site. And we use realisticdropcard.com because they're very affordable. They're on time. Their quality is very good in terms of actually looking like money. And you see here how the blank design looks. And it don't really, I mean, this is, if you get the idea of the size of it, it's not the same size as a real $100 bill. And that's the whole point of it. If you don't want to use $100 bills, you could use 20s, 10s, 5s, or whatever the case may be. I just always use $100 because people are quick to pick up a $100 bill. I know that I would be quick to pick up a $100 bill if it was laying on the ground. All right, if you click on view the other side, you can see also, like I said, it's not the size of a full $100 bill. But what happens is because you fold it in half, when it's laying somewhere, you won't know that right away. And so it's pretty cool. This is legal, so you don't have to worry about any issues with that. It's just a marketing tool. And actually, a lot of major corporations have used this. A lot of Fortune 1000 corporations have used this type of marketing to go ahead and get the word out about a lot of stuff that they were doing. This is really, really popular in the early 2000s. And now it still works. So I'm going to take you to the page that we did, is just show you some of the ones that I've done successfully in my account here. And let me go here to account, go to designs, and here's the first one that I had made. This was another company I promoted. This website nor phone number works anymore, but what I did is you can see here that I always like to say when somebody opens this up, the first thing is that once they realize it's not real, they're going to be disappointed. So make sure you address that, because the key thing is if there's a question out there which they're going to wonder, like, man, this ain't real, address it right now so that that's not the question in their head, but then you go ahead and give them the answer and the solution as well. So disappointed don't be. This could be worth a lot more than $100 to you. And I gave them the link, I gave them a phone number to call, and also back then I was using QR codes was pretty popular, so I had that scan that, and that's still an option if somebody wants to use the QR code, but I just chose not to. This converted like crazy. Like out of 100 drop cards that I dropped using this this right here, I had at least 6 people sign up in business with me. Now, while 6 people don't sound like a lot, this was a program that cost over $500 to join. So that's pretty good numbers considering that they picked this up off the ground, off the street, or some of the other places where I'm going to talk about. Here's the one that I posted in the group the other day that I'm going to be using for Wake Up Now. Alright, I'm still using my disappointed because it works. But then I decided to do a little bit different, a little different colors in here, and a little bit more words as well. So don't be this card can be worth a lot more than $100 to you today. Watch this video on how this card can make you $600 a month in less than 60 days. Now my domain is a very targeted domain because, like I said, you want to use drop cards for more of your local area, and I'm in North Carolina. I'm also very close to South Carolina, so my domain is wakeupcarolina.com. And most people are going to go ahead and either go to this website or on their phones. And what happens when they go to the website, it'll just play the video. So I'll show you what Wake Up Carolina goes to. It goes to the domain. I guess I gotta go ahead and fix my forward, but I'm actually sending it to the same web page as the Wake Up Now presentation.com, and that's what Wake Up Carolina is gonna go to and get them some information here. And then also put another message on here for the super ambitious go-getters. Call me ASAP. This is for people that's really looking for an opportunity, and this is going to be more so where you find people that get started with you right away from the program, because they're going to pick up the phone and call you, meaning that they're actually looking for an opportunity, and you can really talk to them and get some questions answered and help them get started right away. So always make sure you put a phone number there for them to contact you. I don't recommend you putting your personal number on there. Get a Google Voice number, get some other kind of secondary number that you can use and keep track of different things like that. So where is this good at? That's the question a lot of people have been asking me. Where can they put this? You don't want to just litter. I mean, I say you're going to litter the area, but you don't want to really litter. Great places that I've used this successfully is at gas stations. When I stop to get gas, I put it in there where people will put their credit or debit card to get gas. If you stick it in there and let it hang out, when people get ready to come to get their gas, they're going to automatically see it, and they're going to pull it out there and take a look at it. And because they're pumping gas, they have time to maybe even pull up the website right there to see if they're going to look at it, or they'll take the drop card and put it in their pocket. The other thing is they may just drop it on the ground or put it right there on the pump, which is cool because it's still going to be in an area for somebody else to pick it up, and the marketing continues to work for you. That's one of the things I really like about it, is that the marketing continues to work for you, whether somebody actually goes to the site and or calls you, or whether they just throw it back on the ground. It continues to work. So here's a cool little tip. If somebody want to try this would be kind of cool. You get some of these made, you fold them up, and you go to a restaurant. And I actually did this test. That's why I say it's kind of funny. You drop one of these drop cards in front of the restaurant, like at the front door, and watch how many people go in and out, see who picks it up, who stops and picks it up, who puts it in their pocket, and who does what. You can even video this. This would make a great video for those of you that's into video marketing. And just kind of keep track of how many people will walk past it, how many people will notice it, who will pick it up, who will call, and you'll start seeing a lot of things happen right away. It's some of the coolest things you can, it's one of the coolest things you'll see in just understanding human behavior of people that look at it and throw it back down, and you'll see people constantly picking it back up and actually watching this tool work for you. So like I said, it's one of the coolest tools that you can use to build your local market. True marketing. You don't have to use this exact phrase that I have on here. It's just things that I know will catch people's eye. The red color font, the blue Wake Up Now. It looks like a live link, like if you were online and somebody sent you the link to a website, it looks like a live link there. So that is really cool too. Also, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go over designing one of these real quick. So 1 second here. Alright, so designing one the drop card here is really simple, and it's not a tutorial needed. I'll just do this to help out a little bit extra. But basically, you go here, you click on add text. It shows new text right here. You take this box, you can move it wherever you want to. To actually add the text here, you want to click on this T over here in the corner, the left corner. Click on T. That makes the box disappear, and now you can work on the link here, and you can do your magic. So this is where I put disappointed, here, and you could change the font style. They have different font styles that you could change it to. Don't get too fancy here because you want people to be able to read it. So that's why I try to keep it basic. You could change the font size and make it bigger if you want to make certain things bigger. Now let's say you get something like this and it's way over here. To move it again, you just click on the T again, right here. You click on this arrow right here above the T. It goes back in the box and you can move it again. So it's, like I said, it's very easy to use. Then if you want to go ahead and edit, add some more words on there, go ahead and click on it here. Click on it here to change the colors of the font if you want to do that. I don't recommend using a bunch of different colors because you'll be all over the place there. And then of course you can center it and do different things like that. You can add images on here. I wouldn't add any image unless you are going to use a QR code. If you're going to use a QR code, I'm assuming that you know how to go ahead and create one and save your QR code into your files and upload it into a picture here. That's the only thing I would recommend as far as a picture. In terms of company logos or using company name, I would stay away from that. At this point, you want to keep it as generic as possible until somebody actually goes to your website or gives you a call to get more information about the business and what's going on here. You look up here at the top, you see prices, everything. This is the other thing about these drop cards. This is a very affordable marketing method. You can get 100 starter ones for just $15, 250 for $30. If you want to go 500, that's for $54.99. Very, very few people are going to need more than 500. I mean, honestly, you won't need more than 250 as an individual because these are, like I said, these work very well. But it's really up to you. You know, maybe you want to get something together as a team. Some team members may want to get together and do some of that. The only thing you have to be careful of is having the contact information. So if somebody upline wants to get together with them and do that, then that's the only way I would recommend it, because you do only have one information that you can use on there. And like I said, they say use high resolution graphics if you use them, and to use graphics instead of actual pictures on there. That's, like I said, that's really up to you, but I don't recommend putting graphics on here because it's just not necessary. You just want them to get the message and take action. The key thing here is having a call to action for a person to do. And basically, I'm telling them right here, watch this video, and if you're super ambitious, go get or call me. You know, so they know exactly what they need to do here. Make sure you have the call to action there, and make sure the video that you're going to send them to is a call of action video as well. So another great place, I just thought about it, to go ahead and use these drop cards would be for if at the local bookstore. If you have a Barnes & Nobles or other type of bookstore, go to the magazine section and look at for like Forbes or Fortune or Entrepreneur, Inc. 500. Rob Report is in plastic, so you can't do that. But anything that's money or business related, stick a drop card inside the magazine. You would be very surprised how effective that's going to be. And this is the method that worked the most for me, is putting them inside the magazines, going into the bookstore, putting them inside the books. I put these inside Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. So these are very, very effective tools for you to go ahead and get a really targeted market. So you're not just, like I said, you don't want to just leave them all over the place. You want to target them. The gas station is kind of just going after anybody, but going to the bookstore, going somewhere where people are looking for information on saving, on creating more income or eliminating debt, I would absolutely leave these. And honestly, another thing is, when I go out to networking events and everything, I use this as my business card. And the reason I use this as my business card, because it had my contact information on here. And when people are looking through their stack of business cards that they collected at a networking event, my $100 bill stands out. So if I call them, or when I call them, they're going to remember me as the $100 bill guy, or they're going to take a look at my information and give me a call before I get a chance to reach them anyway. So either way, it rocks and rolls and works in my favor. So like I said, drop card marketing, we really encourage that to go ahead and take over and dominate your local area. If you have any questions about this or any other information regarding building your business with the digital entrepreneurs you're using drop card marketing, hit me up with an inbox on Facebook, and we'll go from there. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed this short lesson on using drop card marketing to build your business. See you at the top.